What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. You've caught me as I'm about to head off for a 20k run. It's a Wednesday afternoon, so my second day of running for the week, and this is going to be my biggest week ever. I'm aiming to do 130k, so today's just an easy 20ks. Did some intervals yesterday, a little bit of easy running until tomorrow's tempo. It's only a 5k tempo, so something nice and small, but yeah, biggest week yet. So yeah, let's go for a run and I'll give you guys a bit of an update as to how it's going. So I'm 10k's in, just doing an easy out and back, so I'll turn around probably about 10.5k's, so then I can do a cool down walk for maybe a kilometre or just a bit under. Yeah, just really sort of relax before I get home, take the recovery a bit more serious. So this training plan of mine is basically a 15-week plan, starting at around about 70k's a week, building up generally about maybe sort of 10k's a week, and then every fourth week though having a recovery week, so sort of keeping the intensity sort of out of it, sort of toning it down a little bit. But then yeah, the week where I'm sort of building, Tuesday is always pretty much hard session, so an interval session. Then I've got my long runs, which on the Sunday, which slowly get longer and longer, but start adding more stuff at goal race pace, so marathon pace. So some easy, some at marathon pace, and a combination of that and increasing the distance is sort of how you're gonna turn a long run into a sort of a real good session. And then pretty much, depending on how you feel, the rest of the week will be easy runs. There may be a day or two where you need to run in the morning and the afternoon, just purely to get the mileage in. And I'm finding that a little bit easier. Probably the most daunting, sort of I start work at 6 a.m, so getting up before work, sort of getting up at 4:30, or actually before that, real tiring. So I've been recovering pretty well, you know, usual muscle soreness, tendons are a little bit sore, but thankfully they're holding up. And after this week, so 130k's this week or thereabouts, give or take a few k's, you know, we begin the taper week, so 110k's down to 80k's, then race week will be around about 40k's. So, but yeah, generally getting almost 8 hours of sleep a night. Pretty much every morning I'm having a protein shake with some things just to add some more calories, so some eggs, banana, generally trying to use something like a coconut milk, something that's not too heavy. I find, you know, I'm not plant-based or anything, but I do find dairy a little bit bloaty, so try to avoid it where possible. So during this whole training block as well, I haven't really had access to sort of getting a massage. So basically what I use is some compression. So I got some compression tights that I'll sleep in them. You get pretty warm in them, but it's good for helping recovery, sort of relaxing the muscles a little bit. So these recovery tights I use as well. The brand is Recoverite. And what I really like about them is they've got pockets that you can put heat packs in. You can also freeze the heat packs and make them, or cold packs. But yeah, they're really good for when you sort of still want to keep moving, walking around the house, doing chores or whatever. You heat up these heat packs, slip them into the pockets of the tights and get a little bit of heat that way. Warm baths, warm showers. A lot of people, I know if they're feeling a little bit sore, they might go straight for ice, but unless I've sprained something and they're swelling, I honestly never bother with ice. It's always heat, and more heat. And so I've got under 4 weeks to go till the marathon, and I'd like a time, to be honest, anything sub 2 hours and 50 minutes I'll be happy with. when I do my long runs, portion of that I'm trying to run a marathon pace, but a pace of someone who would run a 2 hour 40 marathon. Some days that feels real easy, well not real easy, but feels doable. Other days feels quite hard, so hopefully during the taper period I'll get a bit of a better idea of how my legs are feeling, how hard I reckon I can push on race day. Alrighty guys, so that is it. I've just done my 20 Ks easy, a little bit of undulation, and it's around about 27 degrees today, so about 80 degrees Fahrenheit. So yeah, it's a little bit warmer than sort of running in the morning or later in the evening, but yeah, look, race day is going to be a lot cooler than this hopefully, so it's good training anyway. But yeah, look, with the marathon coming up in April, just basically need to give a shout out to basically a few people. So got my teammates, my friends within the Southern Athletic Club who have helped sort of support me along this training plan. I know it's not over yet, but it's always good to have a bit of support around you. The running company, which is a specialist store where I get all my running shoes. I have for the last 6 years since I started running. I think I bought one from a chain, and then I discovered the running company. Now basically put all my shoe decisions in their hands, get on the treadmill, do basically a gait analysis. I send everyone there. Really good support from those guys. They've gotten me into the right shoes. Never did I think I'd have shoes for speed work, long runs, you know, all that sort of stuff, trail shoes and whatnot. But yeah, it really takes the stress out of walking. Say I need a pair of shoes for this. They fit me up. I take all the brand bias out of it. I don't really care, to be honest, as long as it feels good. So the guys at the running company, specifically South Adelaide at Christie's Beach, absolutely phenomenal. So yeah, if you haven't been down there, get down there. Another guy, Alex from Recoverite, for actually getting me onto this compression gear that I'm using. Absolutely loving it. I'll have to show you guys because yeah, the fact that I can go to sleep in them, and I honestly do believe they make a difference. Whack some heat packs in there, they make the world of difference. And yeah, so thank you to everyone who supported me thus far. It won't be the last video before my marathon. Or it might be, it might not be, can't promise anything, we're all busy. So yeah, thanks for checking in guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey guys, what's going on? Just wanting to touch base once more before I sign off from this video, because what you saw I filmed during the week, and that was going to be my peak week. So when I filmed this video, like whatever you just saw before, that was during the week, and I knew I had my longest run of this training block coming up. So I finished. I did my 37k long run this morning. Started about 6:30 in the morning because it was going to be a little bit warm, like, you know, not super warm, but 22 degrees Celsius here, which what's like 70 degrees Fahrenheit or something like that. But anyway, so I wanted to start nice and early, and then I sort of find it quite useful to start while it's dark, because then by the time the sun's up, I've already gotten a good chunk of my run done. So basically I've come home, I've eaten, I've just made myself a nice black coffee. So anyway, so yeah, this morning I gave you some ideas on some sessions during the video, like what you can incorporate with your long run. So basically what I've done today, I did write it on my arm because I want to remember during the run. But it was basically it was a 37k run, 5 kilometers easy, 5 kilometers at marathon pace, another 5 kilometers easy, then 8 kilometers at marathon pace, 6 kilometers easy, and finish with 8 kilometers marathon pace. So over half the run was at marathon pace, but it was just sort of broken up sporadically. And look, it was a hard run. I wasn't wearing sort of the shoes I'm going to be racing in. I wasn't wearing like Vaporflies or Alpha Flies. I was just using my trusty Asics Nova Blast Platinums. Love the Nova Blast, really good shoe. But yeah, I just used that on my long run today. I was using Morton gels throughout the run, so I actually only used 2 gels this time. And basically I used one after my first marathon pace effort. So when I was doing the 5k easy after my first marathon bit. And then basically, then the gap between the easy pace between the 2 8k runs, I slipped another gel in there. So basically 37k's is done. Average pace was around about 4:19, but I'm not too concerned about average pace. I want to know when I'm running at marathon pace, am I hitting the numbers? And I'm sort of sitting around about, without the racing shoes on, I think I could sit comfortably around about maybe 3:55s on race day. it'll be hard towards the end of the marathon, but that should get me around about a 2:45. So I wouldn't be too unhappy with that. But yeah, anyway, just because I did give you some session ideas, I wanted to throw in what I've done this morning. I'll show you a Strava photo to prove that I've actually done it. But yeah, anyway, thanks guys for watching. I'm just going to chill out for the next couple of hours, you know, sort of have some more coffee, have some orange juice, have a protein shake, and I'm sitting here in my Recoverite tights, just keeping everything a little bit warm. I won't try to sit down for too long. I'll sort of just try to keep moving, just so my legs don't get too sore. So yeah, once again guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.